This is Jarrod Horak, and in this video, I will analyze the Penn Oaks on Friday, June 27th. Hopefully the third time is the charm for this race. Penn Mile Night was originally scheduled for May 30th, then it was moved to June 20th, and now it is slated to go on June 27th. So it was rained out twice, and hopefully the weather cooperates next Friday. And for this video, I'll go through the field and give out my top selection and wagering strategies. And the Penn Oaks will be the fifth race at Penn National on Friday, June 27th. For 3-year-old fillies, 1 mile on the turf course, scheduled post time 7:10 p.m. Eastern Time, and number 1 in here is Accent for trainer Chad Brown, and she was 7-2 in her 1 mile debut. That was at Tampa Bay Downs, and she rallied from off the pace, and she won by a neck that day. Now the runner-up was Don't Jinx It. That one returned to break her maiden by a head in a turf route at Delaware Park on June 13th. So Flavien Prat's going to ride. He wins races with Chad Brown. She figures to save ground behind the speed. Number 2, Pure Majestic, is a 50-1 long shot, and she was 66-1 and 59-1 in her last 2 turf route stakes races in Maryland. She finished last in an 8-horse field both times. She does look overmatched in this race. Number 3, Love You Anyway, and she's 7-2 morning line, and she was 9-2 in her debut. That was at 1 mile on turf at Gulfstream Park, and she rallied from an outer post. She rallied wide, and she missed by a half length. And then second time out, she was 12-1 in the Grade 3 Florida Oaks. So she was a maiden, taking on Stakes Company second time out. She stalked the pace. She finished 5th in an 11-horse field. She wasn't embarrassed there. Now the winner of that race was Nitrogen, and she is 5 for 5 in stakes races this year. And then this filly was back with maiden friends last time out at Keeneland, and that was in April, and she stalked the pace, and she won nicely. She broke her maiden by 2 3/4 lengths. So since that maiden win, she's breezed 6 times at Keeneland, and she does figure to save ground from an inner post, probably stalking the pace, and Axel Concepcion is her new rider. Number 4 is Reining Flowers, and this one is 8-1 morning line, and she finished in the top 3 in 5 of 6 turf starts. And she's run in stakes races 3 times. She finished 3rd twice and 4th once. 2 of those races were on turf, 1 of them was off the turf. And she does reconnect with her winning rider, John Velasquez. And I think that she's one that is capable of hitting the board in this race. Number 5 is Bessie Abott, and she's 8-1 morning line. Now she debuted in a 7-furlong turf race in Ireland, and she won that race. And then she came to this country. She finished 2nd in an allowance route on turf at Keeneland in April, and that was her first start in more than 8 months. And then last time she was part of a 3-horse field. That was the Grade 3 Wonder again on June 17th at Saratoga, and she finished 17 lengths behind her winning stablemate Nitrogen. That race was originally scheduled for turf, run on the main track in the slot. Irad Ortiz Jr. is her new rider. Number 6 is Midway Memories for trainer Chad Brown, and she was 7-2 in her 1 mile debut at Tampa Bay Downs, and she rallied, and she just missed in a photo finish that day. And then she was less than even money second time out. And for that race, she did get up to break her maiden, and she won that race by a length under Manny Franco, and he's going to ride back here. And this is Chad Brown's filly that likes to run from off the pace, and I think that she'll be closing in the stretch. Number 7 is Candy Quest, and she's 5-1 morning line, and she stretched out after 2 sprint races, and she broke her maiden in a turf route. That was on March 8th. And then she rallied to miss by a half length in the Sanibel Island Stakes at 7.5 furlongs on turf at Gulfstream Park on March 29th. And then last time she was an even 4th in a 7-horse field in the Memories of Silver Stakes. She's going to need to elevate her game a bit if she expects to compete for the win in this race. Number 8 is Love and Poetry, and this one is 6-1 morning line. And she is a decent closer for Jose Ortiz and Cherie DeVoe, good jockey trainer team. She was along to finish 3rd as the beaten favorite in an allowance turf route at Churchill Downs on May 8th last time out. So look for her in the late going. But overall, looking at this field, there doesn't seem to be a ton of early pace in this race. Laurelin is number 9, and she is your 3-1 morning line favorite for trainer Graham Motion. She's 3 for 3 lifetime, and Kendrick Carmouche, her rider on Friday, was aboard for all 3 of those wins. I do like her tactical speed. So I think from that outside post, it shouldn't bother her too much because, as I mentioned, there's not a ton of speed in this race, and I can see her getting over, getting forwardly placed, and working out a decent trip. Now, she won the Tepin Stakes over Next Out Stakes winner 5G to end her juvenile campaign, and then she returned with a victory in the Memories of Silver Stakes on April 27th. And she's 2 for 2 at this 1 mile turf distance. So looking overall on this field, my top 4 contenders in here, I'm going to go with number 3, Love You Anyway, as my top choice at 7-2 morning line. Number 9, Laurelin is my second choice. She's the favorite. And then 2 horses that like to come from off the pace. I'm going to complete the trifecta, hopefully one of those 2. Number 8, Love and Poetry, my third choice. Number 4, Reining Flowers, my fourth choice. So here's how I am going to play this race. Make a win wager on number 3, play an exacta box 3-9, and then a trifecta 3-9 with 3-4-8-9 with 3-4-8 and 9. And I will also be posting a 10-mile video on my channel for June 27th, so stay tuned for that one. And I'm currently on a short full card break right now, but my full cards will be back in action next Saturday. The Stephen Foster Day program at Churchill Downs on Saturday, June 28th. I'm going to be covering that one. Other upcoming full cards that I'm going to be covering this summer: 4th of July Racing Festival at Saratoga, July 3rd through 6th. The opening week of the Saratoga Summer Meet, July 10th through 13th. And then I'm going to be covering the entire Del Mar Summer Meet, just like I do each summer. And it'll be running from July 18th through September 7th. And for those Del Mar full cards, you can get individual full cards, weekly and weekend packages, or you can purchase the entire meet as well. Plus, in addition to those cards, I'm going to be doing some full cards at Saratoga on select Saturdays this summer. So go to the runawayhorse.com on my shop page for my upcoming full card schedule and to purchase my full card products. And if you want a bonus free pick each day, check out my Better Bets blog at the runawayhorse.com. And you can find that blog when you get to the runawayhorse.com. Look at the top, and at the top, you're going to see a tab that says Better Bets, Free Picks. Click there. You'll get a free pick from around the country each day. And don't forget to like, comment, and share these videos if you like them. Subscribe to my channel as well. It's free to subscribe. And until I see you next time, good luck at the races.